I don't remember the exact moment I fell unconscious, but I'm sure it happened. The question is, am I still asleep? And is this endless void a dream, or have I already reached the next world? I finally managed to contact you. Don't worry, I'm coming to rescue you. Sorry, I don't need rescuing. I plan to die here, and I'm going to take Haruka with me. What? Why would you do that? I have to. That's the only way to defeat Haruka, at least the only way I can think of. No, you mustn't. Until I found you again, I'm not going to let you go. Do you see another way to defeat Haruka? Damn it, I thought you had a plan. You just told me to act according to my instincts, and that's how it turned out. What the hell is this crappy plan that took you so long to come up with? You'll see, just let your instincts lead you. What does that even mean? What am I supposed to do? How's it going to help us? You know what? I'm not going with your plan anymore. No, Horace. I'm going this on my own terms. Be sure to be there to collect Haruka's pieces. Make sure to separate them. Horace, don't do that, I beg of you. I already made my decision. Your plan isn't going anywhere. Now how do I get out of this dream? I'll definitely save you. How are you going to save someone who's going to get blown up? I'll find a way. Sure, I always welcome not dying. Although I'd be happy too if Haruka was defeated at the cost of my own life. Really? Yeah, why the happy face? Nothing. Anyway, how do I get out of this dream? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. The air was pierced by an object falling at high speed. Is that a watermelon? The object crushed on my head, cracking it immediately. My god. I woke up with a bit of a headache. The first thing I felt was a pair of legs putting pressure on my back. I looked up and Haruka was sitting on the throne with their legs on my back. And if you command your guards to attack me, then I shall kill him. I know he's important for your plan, so don't do anything stupid. I looked to the other side of the room. No, I won't tell my guards to attack you. Release him and I'll forgive you. Pfft, well, that's gonna happen. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make Horace beat me in the Battle of Wits. But that's not gonna happen. I already put him to sleep. And if he wakes up and tries to run away, I'll kill him. Horace dies in every scenario. He will never win. If you want to release him, then you will have to help him by yourself. Ijirate noticed I'm awake. What is it? Why are you smart? Haruka noticed I'm awake too. She grabbed me and put her dagger near my neck. So you woke up. Doesn't matter. You cannot escape. I'm afraid he can. Ijirate clicked her fingers. A weird vibration was felt in the room. Magic? Yes, I win! I felt stuff stirring inside my mouth. They were the bombs I put inside it to try and surprise Haruka. I wonder why they didn't go off. Most of the explosives are time-based. You can activate them, and after some time they blow up. But there is also a rare type of explosive that can be activated by a unique magic signal. So the bombs Haruka gave me were the kind that can only be activated by magic. But what if I try to use the bombs when Ijirate isn't around? Ijirate had to know I'd use them against Haruka. What's happening? My body. I planted tons of disruptors that also power up magic, making this whole room very unstable. In just a few moments, this whole place will blow up because of her magic energy bursting, killing Horace in the process. Having the only tie to the human world severed, your side will lose, and I'll take over your body and magic abilities. Ijirate dropped to her knees, struggling to contain the magical energy exploding from within her. This looks very painful. A few moments? That's all Horace needs. What do you mean? This is it. In just a few moments, the bombs will explode inside my mouth and I'll die. But before that, I want Haruka to feel despair. I want to see her panicking. Hey Haruka. I open my mouth, revealing the small bombs inside it. What? Wait, what? But that doesn't make sense. Why would you ever sacrifice your life? You had no reason. You always think so logically, Haruka. All your calculations revolve around benefits and losses. For you, death is the ultimate loss. But there are things which are stronger than death. Revenge, for example. You never take emotions into consideration. No, but there's another one whose calculations revolve around emotions. That doesn't make any sense. Why would someone throw his life away? So you would never understand. I jumped on Haruka and hugged her. We fell on the floor. In a few seconds the bombs will explode and I'll die. I'm not afraid. Haruka stabbed me anywhere she could. I didn't even flinch. No matter how painful, I'm gonna die in a few seconds and all this pain is meaningless. I won't let you go. I won't give up on my revenge. I closed my eyes, preparing to die, in just a couple of seconds. And then... Visago, now! What is she planning? Ars Goita. No way. Ars Thurgia Goita. Horace, I told you I'll save you. Ars Paulina. You knew. You knew that would happen. Ars Almeldil. Visago, my children. Run! Ijirate, you knew. You planned it from the very beginning. Haruka, Ars Notoria. Everything vanished in a brilliant light. My body, Haruka, the demons. I felt the wind carrying me. But not my body, but the essence of my soul. I could still think, but without a brain. I could see, but with no eyes. All I could do was just let the wind and the power of the explosion push me away. Somebody survived the explosion. The wind carries me closer and closer to that person. 5 meters. 3 meters. 1 meter. My soul crashed into that body. There was no impact, just a void. What happened? Whose body is that? Is Haruka dead? Yes, I'm so happy. Everything worked out fine. That voice? Ijirate? Ijirate appeared out of nowhere and tried to hug me, but her hands just passed through me like I was a ghost. Welcome to my body. I'm sure you'll find it comfortable here. I'm so happy your soul was split right before your body exploded. The timing part of the plan disturbed me for quite a long time, but everything turned out okay, you know? It's over. We win, Horace. No, we didn't win. You won. What do you mean? You knew I'd try to use those bombs to kill Haruka. You also knew that I put those bombs inside me. I admit that I knew you would use the bombs, but I didn't think to myself that you'd put them inside your mouth. I tried to signal you to throw out the bombs and run. Then why'd you bring the Lemegeton? It wouldn't save me from an instant death, but it would save me if there was some kind of countdown to my death. For example, the bombs. You told me that in your dream you're going to take Haruka with you. That's why I took the Lemegeton. The dream occurred after the operation started. So you had to get the Lemegeton while the operation was underway. Does that mean you teleported back to hell to take it back? Yes. Then what about the destabilization field? You could have vanished into the void or something. I did it for you, Horace. For you, I'll take any risk. She's lying, it's obvious. I need to press her harder. So what about the bombs? Why did you bring the bombs that can only be activated by magic? Why did you want me to be the one to activate the bombs? What difference does it make if it's you or me? I'll tell you what difference there is. If you weren't here, then I would have died. That means you knew I'd use the bombs to kill myself from the very beginning. Sorry, I can't follow you. Okay, so here it goes again. You knew I'd use the bombs to take Haruka with me before the operation started. That's why you brought me the bombs that you could only activate when you're present, in order to save half my soul with the Lemegeton. Because you gave me the bombs before the operation started, that means you knew from the start I would use the bombs to kill myself and Haruka. My voice grew louder and louder. I started shouting. Because you killed Gudolf. You wanted to give me a reason to sacrifice myself to kill Haruka, so I'd defeat Haruka. Seems like a plan befitting a master of emotional intelligence. You knew that Haruka would dismiss the option that I would put the bombs in my mouth. I bet you used me as bait for Haruka to come to the palace so I'd think she killed Gudolf. So I was right. And you weren't afraid that Haruka would kill me? Oh, you probably didn't. If I had to guess, you probably knew Haruka knew her own win condition and thus she wouldn't kill me. Yes, all of that is my doing. But that really doesn't matter anymore. We have each other for eternity, and we can finally live in peace with no one disturbing us. Now that Haruka's soul is finally infused with us, this body will last forever. No one can separate us again. A happy end. No, I won't forgive you for that. I'll avenge him. I'll kill you. Gudolf will be avenged, whatever the cost. Really? Is that really how you feel? Does your anger still burn within you? What do you mean? Of course I'm angry. I stopped for a moment to check my own feelings. Of course I should be angry. Gudolf died and his killer is right in front of me. But the scary part is, I'm not. I'm not angry one bit, no emotion at all. My speech may sound filled with rage, but inside I'm completely empty. What happened? What did you do to me? All your relationships and memories of the past were left behind in your old body. All that remained are the thoughts you had from that moment before the explosion. But how did that happen? The Lemegeton splits your soul in half. No, this can't be happening. I don't want to forget him. I want to feel angry. I want to take vengeance, but all this anger just disappeared. My soul is caged inside the limbo between what my mind wants and my heart wants. This is so frustrating. I want to do it, but at the same time, I don't. See, this really is the happy ending for both of us. Soon, you'll forget all about the people you knew. The past is gone. There is only a bright future for both of us. Just release your thoughts for a moment and your new life will begin. I won't let go of my thoughts. If I continue to think about them, then they'll never disappear. Really? And what if I were to distract you? Then those thoughts will be gone. You know what? That's exactly what I'll do. That doesn't seem like a good ending. Mother, are you sure you want to be alone right now? Yes, I have a few urgent matters to attend to. Alright, Mother, good night. Good night. Now, Horace, should we begin? I'm not going to let go of my thoughts no matter what you do. Let's put that statement to the test. I felt a sudden sharp pain inside my gut. What are you doing? Let's see how much pain we can endure. as soon as your thoughts will focus on your pain, your anger about Gudolf's death will be gone. Don't worry, just a few more stabs and it'll all be over. Or you could just end it now by forgetting Gudolf. Never. Oh wow. I felt as if my back was stabbed relentlessly, but when I looked backwards, it looked completely unharmed. Of course it works that way, Horace. It's just your soul here. Doesn't it hurt you as well? Correct, but I can stop whenever I want and continue afterwards. And since I'm immortal now, I can go very far. You wouldn't dare. Stab, wound, rip apart, choke, slash, skewer, pain, pain, pain. Gudolf. It won't work for you, Ichi, right? You impress me. I didn't think you would survive for so long. You're impressive too. You hurt yourself so much. I allowed it. I allowed myself to go far this time, because I knew we would be a happy couple in the end. Well, it's not going to happen. You'll need much more than that to break me, and yet you're so close to death you cannot go on. Dummy, Horace. I'm immortal. My wounds should start healing soon. In fact, I think they should have healed already. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm not worried. You're the one who should be worried. Those wounds may never heal. Huh? I managed to have my revenge right before the explosion. What do you mean? Right before the explosion, I managed to sneak a sentence or two to Haruka. I told her I was just used, that the one who orchestrated this entire thing was you. That it wasn't me who outsmarted her, but you. Then, I'm afraid Haruka is still alive, blown to small pieces, back at the ruins of the palace. I'm so stupid. To think I could fool you, Thomas. You and your annoying, quick thinking. I'm not Thomas, I'm You're so shiny, Thomas. It's so ironic. We both ended up in heaven. We are both so horrible people. Is that true? My children are in good hands? I know I shouldn't believe you anymore, my beloved. But just this once, let me fall into your arms. I'm so tired. Where are we? This doesn't look familiar at all. Oh my god. This time we went far back. 40,000 years, to be fair with you. That much? For what reason? To plant the suggestion. I already knew that. I meant to ask, what are we gonna do here? Oh, that'll be a little bloody and time consuming. Soon there'll be a BIM passing through here, accompanied by a real bad goon. Once she cuts him off, all the buttons will attempt to execute him. This whole thing seems very random. You must defend it with your body. Understood. You don't seem very disturbed. If I won't do it, then this whole universe will collapse, won't it? It's worth it to take a few stabs. Okay, and here comes the long part. You're playing Prince Thomas. Don't worry, you two look hair to a hair. The dress will fall in love with you, and you two will live together as a normal boss and queen until I give the instructions. Wait, won't this take something like 20 years? Yes, that's why I told you it'll be long. But while I stay here and play Prince, the virus will destroy this world. The man faked his illiteracy in the relations between the story world and the real world to fool the rabbit. The time bleeds different between this universe and the real world. If 20 years passes here, it could be 1 second in the real world and vice versa. Oh, now I understand. Here she comes, be ready. Hey, stop resisting. The man pulled the girl by the arm. The girl surrendered to his strength and let herself be dragged by him. I hate you so much. What was that? Nothing. The man slapped the girl in rage. I said, what was that? Nothing. None of the people around offered help. The man was a dangerous gangster and thus they didn't want to get involved. What was it? I said that I hate you. The girl took a sharp stone from her pocket and stabbed the man in the eye. Nice. He covered his eye in pain. The girl didn't hesitate and jumped on him, applying her weight to his chest. The man fell down completely open. The girl hit him mercilessly until he stopped moving. Hey you! We hereby use our authority to kill any dangerous criminals on the street without trial. No, please, you don't understand. The guards raised their sword, preparing to strike. No! The man jumped in front of the girl and took a hit for her. Piece of shit, move aside or I'll kill you too. Dude. What? That's the prince. Hold on. Fuck. Please don't kill us, Prince Thomas, we're begging you. You two little dumb fucks. Get some doctor to treat me before I lock you in the dungeon for your whole stinking life. Yes, sir. Are you okay? You're the prince from the royal request day. The girl smiled at the man. I take that as a yes. We didn't talk at all, but I thought you were so cool. Cool? Yes, with your mighty presence you made all those lords bow down to you. But although you have so much power, you never abuse it like the guys I know. How do you know I don't abuse it? It's not something I can really explain, but I can see the true nature of people. I see, so that's why you didn't thank me for saving your life. Huh? Because you knew that's my nature. You see people as machines that are ordered around by their personalities. So, when people do kind things, their actions aren't acts of kindness. It's because that's what they do by default. Sorry, that was really rude of me to think that way. No, don't apologize, I quite like that. I like interesting things. The man wasn't faking his interest to build their relationship. He was genuinely fascinated by the girl. What's your name? Ijirate. Well then, Ijirate. What? Want to be friends? Yes, please. Bishop to b5. Huh? I believe that in those kinds of situations you're supposed to say, checkmate. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I was just in shock. The moment the king seemed so safe with his trusty advisors, then 1 second later everything breaks apart and the king dies. Yes, you can say that chess is all about assassinating the king. Don't you agree? A little bit, but I think that chess is more about ruling instead of assassination. What do you mean by that? Commanding your units to achieve a collective goal. That's what ruling is all about, right? I don't really like the idea of a collective goal being winning the war. I prefer it to be keeping all my units safe and happy. Of course you would, you're so sweet and kind. And you're smart and beautiful too, you really are perfect. Any boy in the world would fall in love with you. I'm so lucky to have you. Thanks, that was really something. The man sneakily kissed Ijirate. But although he just kissed the perfect girl, his heart didn't skip a beat. Thomas? Something wrong? Actually, yeah, something's bugging me. I always argued with myself whether to tell you or not. I was afraid of your reaction. What is it? From the time I met you, I found it a bit annoying. Me? No, it's just that... Do you remember when I told you when we first talked? That I can see the true nature of humans? So, there is something I saw in you, but I never told you about because I was afraid. Ambition, strong desire, and it never changed. Not even after you said you loved me on the roof, or when we got married. And I knew you don't love me, but that's okay. I still love you a whole lot. Ijirate, don't bother lying. I know exactly what goes on in your head. But you're using me for some kind of objective isn't what's bugging me. It's the source of that desire. Feelings aren't exact sciences, so I don't know your specific reason for that desire, but I can tell that it's coming out of sadness and despair. You also know that achieving your goal won't make you happy. My husband, my dearest, even if you don't love me, even if you just use me, please desire something that will make you happy. Sorry, I can't. I have to do it. Then at least promise me that achieving that goal won't make you sad. At least that. I think, yeah, it won't make me sad anymore. I don't want to be sad anymore. Really? That's great. You don't look disturbed at all. Why would I be? My love won't be sad anymore. You always care about others, but never about yourself. You're so weird. You have a goal too, right? If you had one wish, what would it be? Well, there is one wish I always had, but it's impossible to achieve. Don't be shy, I want to hear it. It's a pretty stupid wish, but I love reading people. I love going on the street and just reading people. Every one of them has a unique story, different emotions, perspectives. Reading people could have kept me interested for eternity. So you want to be immortal? That's not stupid. No, I want everyone to enjoy those stories. I want infinite stories for everyone. Stories that are accessible for everyone, no barrier of money or culture. I want people to have fun with stories forever. That really is a stupid wish. Yes. But that wish befits you. I'm not that stupid. No, not that. Even your wish is to help other people. You never think about yourself, do you? I'm flattered, but that's not true. I'm actually very selfish. Because I want to keep you all to myself. She really is the sweetest girl ever. Ijirate, if you really are so good at reading people as you say, then you must have already realized I really, really want to love you. A few years later. Sorry, this is going to be a long episode, obviously. Well, what did the witch doctor say? I'm sorry, my king and queen. He said it was a false flag. No, not again, no. Ijirate started crying. It's hard for me to see it. It's so unfair. Why? Why did it have to be me? I have such a wonderful husband, but I can't make children. We could try again, Ijirate. Nothing happened. No, Thomas, that won't help. Can't you understand? I'm infertile. There's no denying it anymore. I can't do it. I don't know what to do. I hugged Ijirate and tried to comfort her. I feel it too, sweetie. It hurts. But you shouldn't feel guilty at all. It's my fault. I'm the reason you won't have an heir. And I'll find a solution. You can count on me. It's so sweet of you to lie like that. But that won't make me feel any better. It's my fault. It's all my fault. It's not your fault. You were born with it. And I chose you to be my queen. And that little thing won't... It's not a little thing. I want us to have children. I told you already, I'm selfish. I want a child. Even a single one. Thomas? Yeah? Can I go out for a little? Just me without any guards? Sure, but don't do anything dangerous, okay? Of course. See you later, darling. Ijirei kissed me and went out of the laboratory. The pain I feel is real. Even though it's only a part of the mission. I really got attached to her. I hate seeing her sad. How nice of you. I already spent 7 hours thinking about it. How do I make Ijirei happy again? But I can't do anything. If I use the powers of the fruit, the bunny will notice and kill me. But I can't think about any other way. I really am lost. I heard a familiar step from outside the bedroom. Ijirei's back. I hope she's cheered up a little, although I know there's no chance. Thomas, I think I can do it. Huh? I think I can have children now. Okay. I don't know where she got that idea, but if she is, I'm satisfied. What did he say? My king, my queen, you have a child. Really? Yes, my own child. I'm so excited. I never saw Ijirei happy like that, even when we got married. Seeing that truly brings a smile to my face. Isn't that great, darling? Our first child? Indeed. We shall hold a grand feast tonight to celebrate. Actually, this is not a single child. They'll be twins. And to think I couldn't be happier. This is the best thing that's ever happened for us, right, darling? Definitely. I'm already excited to see the children. I wonder how they'll look. They'll definitely look like you. Blonde hair and special eyes like yours. I would have preferred them to have your eyes. Eyes that can see into people's souls. Oh, darling. I can't wait to tell that to everyone in the palace. To Marie and Sebas and Dog 8. There's already Dog 8? I thought we were still Dog 6. Oh, Thomas, you should keep track of them. It's either ruling the kingdom or remembering the name of our dog. Your choice. When in doubt, choose the dog. Anyway, I'm off to tell everyone. I can't contain my excitement. Please tell them to make my favourite chocolate cookies for the feast. But of course. Looking forward to tonight. Love you. Ijirei kissed me on the lips and left in a hurry. Seeing her so happy warms me up inside. It also makes me worried. How did she manage to make twins while being infertile? She barged into the room and claimed she could have children. Very suspicious, but there really is no harm in it, right? After all, she's happy, and I'm going to be the father of twins. Be a father, that feels so weird. I wasn't created to live like a normal character. Is it even my place to parent a child? A virus taking care of a child sounds a bit funny and sad. Well, I'm sure Ijirei is going to be way better a parent than me. 9 months later. Demon babies. She always falls asleep so fast. She has to have some kind of trick for that. I put my head next to Ijirei and look at the night sky. 9 months have passed since then, and Ijirei looks like she ate the grand feast all by herself. I guess that's how it looks if you keep for 2 of them. But those black dots are still making me worry. No doctor managed to identify them. My heart feels a little heavy. I don't know what will happen when my children get out. I heard something small walking on the wall outside our room. Not like a bug, it sounded like the steps of a small animal. A bunny. The bunny jumped on our window and invited himself into our room. Hello, Thomas. Why are you here? I haven't heard from you in years. Yeah, because now it's time to go forward with the plan. What even is the plan? Are you attached to this bim? Oh dear, you are definitely not going to like what I'm going to spit out next. This girl will give birth to your children tomorrow. What? How do you know that? Because I'm the one that gave her the ability to give birth. What did you do? The young man couldn't manage to hide the panic in his voice. Did I ever tell you why they snoop me demonic bunny? No way. Exactly. Because I'm the kingpin of demons. You are too. Kinda. You scum. What did you do? I already told you. Certain events need to happen in the storyboard in order to influence Tay's mind and cause him to plant a self-destruct function inside the virus he creates. How long will I have to take part in this facade? This whole thing is a plan to destroy what I'm part of. I cannot use any of the powers of the fruit. This guy will sense it and kill me before I manage to do anything. This annoying bunny also tails me wherever I go. I don't have any opportunity to strike him. So right now I have to shut up and do what he wants until I get the chance. Your job is to get angry at her and demand to cap off your children. After Ijirei hides her children, unleash your wrath at her. You want me to have my own and in your overwhelming rage, you must kill her. No, I won't do that. Must I remind you that our entire existence is at gunpoint here? Ijirei will be pooped too. I looked at Ijirei's pretty face, smiling as she goes through a sweet dream. Is there really any choice here? She'll die either way. If I want to keep my secret identity, then I'll have to listen to him and kill Ijirei. I won't do that. If I don't do that, the bunny will kill me because I'm an important prototype for the virus and my death will be a catastrophe. But the EG-rate is so important to me. My husband, my dearest, even if you don't love me, even if you just use me, please desire something that'll make you happy. Sorry, I can't. I have to do it. And at least promise me that achieving that goal won't make you sad. At least that. That's right. As long as I won't be sad, that's what EG-rate wished for, right? She wants me to use her as a stepping stone for creating the virus. If so, the choice is clear, right? It's obvious now. I looked at EG-rate's angelic smile, unaware of the terrible fate that awaits her. My dearest EG-rate, I remember all the time we spent together, all the fun we had, and the jokes we shared. I remember the long talks on the roof. They were really nice, weren't they? About morality, philosophy, and stuff like, why do people move their hands while they walk? I even proposed to you there, right during dawn, where the darkness of the mysterious night kisses the brightness of the cheerful day. I really am going to throw all that away, aren't I? I really am scum, aren't I? But that's how I am. I'm a virus after all. All I was meant to do is follow my master's orders. That's why I must do it. EG-rate turned on her back and put her hand on my chest. Well, you have to make it so hard for me. I guess that's your revenge. Well, I deserve it. Okay, I'll do it. Good. I hope everything goes smoothly tomorrow. Goodbye. The damn bunny jumped through the window, but I'm sure he hasn't gotten far. Huh? EG-rate opened her eyes and looked at me. Thomas, are you awake too? I think I hear a small animal. It woke me up. Yeah, that small animal makes it hard for me to fall asleep too. You want me to help you? You already know how good I am with lullabies. No, it's fine. Making it do me a favor will just make the pain stronger. Okay then. You know, I actually have a hard time sleeping too. I'm so excited about our children. They can arrive any day now. Those black dots make me worry a bit, but it won't be that bad, right? I still believe they'll look just like you. Blonde hair, charming smile. Every word she gets out of her mouth is like another dagger cutting through my heart. But most of all, I hope they'll get your heart. You've been so nice to me all this time. I'll forever remember the day we first met. Well, I'm probably bothering you too much with my stupid thoughts, right? You must be really tired. Good night, Thomas. EG-rate, you must have already read my soul like you always do. You must realize that something bad is coming. But you stay the way you are. You never show it. You don't want to bother me. You know that the answer will be too painful for me to say. It's not my heart that I hope they'll have, it's yours. The heart that always knows what others are going through, and most importantly, the heart that also cares about them. It's so painful. I know it's not my place to say it, but aren't you going to stay by your side? I don't have a good answer for you, Sebas. It'll just tear me apart seeing you suffering so much, only to suffer even more later. The scream of the midwife broke the silence of the laboratory, and right afterwards came... babies. The babies were born. I bet the midwife just saw them and got startled. Sebas, check what's going on in there. Yes, my king. I waited outside nervously, even though I knew exactly what happened. I was terrified of what I needed to do next. My king, the babies. You should see it for yourself. Bring them to me. Yes, my king. Hey, Sebas, what do you do? Hey! My children, give them back. Here they are, my king. Sebas put the two babies in my hand. They were like little abominations. Small vermin. That's what a demon looks like when they're young. These are my children. Hey, you shouldn't... I won't let anyone take my children. I can't. Give them back. Thomas? I didn't expect you to take them. Well, what do you think about them? Aren't they adorable? They're not adorable at all. But that's not going to make it easier. EG-rate's hopeful expression. I have to shatter it. It's now or never. I have to do it. All for the one true objective, to end all this pain. I'm sorry, EG-rate. I looked at EG-rate deep in the eye. She always looked at me and dropped the babies on the floor. The babies hit the floor and cracked their heads. Our children! These monsters are not our children. They're evil demons that come from hell. They're a curse to the royal family. Those things aren't supposed to exist. No, Thomas, these are our children, can't you see? Our sweet and lovable children. They may not have your hair or your eyes, but they're still yours. Our children? A blessing to us? A blessing to Alteria. You have to love our children. Please, send them to a doctor. They must be so terrified and wounded. Thomas, please. They're not a blessing, they're a curse, these horrifying creatures. They're not my children. They're spawns of the devil. The spawns of the devil must be killed. Am I the devil to you? Don't make me say that, EG-rate, please. Yes, only Satan can bring such monsters to life. No, Thomas, what has gotten into you? Wait. Sebas, kill the monsters. Leave nothing remaining. No, don't do it. Yes, my king. No. EG-rate tried to block the sword with her body, but it was too late. Sebas butchered the babies with one strike. No, they... Tears Tears dropped uncontrollably from her eyes. Her whole body shook in agony. Nothing left. My children were gone. The only things left were a few sacks of meat and mishmash of organs. Huh? What is happening? The organs started coming together. The blood unnaturally flows back into the body. They're regenerating. What is this sorcery? How are they regenerating? Satan was right. He did protect my children. Satan, what did he do? Satan said that he enchanted my children with magic. Said that if anyone would pose them harm, he should protect them. Their blood and body parts have already sunk beneath the ground. They're alive. They've escaped. My children run free. So it was you. You made a deal with Satan to bring those curses to life. I see, then you leave me no choice. Thomas, no. My king, are you sure about this? Sebus, give me the sword. I'll do it myself. Are you afraid of death, Ejirate? Don't be. It doesn't hurt. I'll do this as cleanly as I can. No, I am ready to die in order to protect my children. The reason I'm so terrified is your heart, Thomas. I can see it now, clear as crystal. You never cared about our children. You never cared about me. You don't love us. And worst of all, you didn't even hate us. No, that's wrong. Just an empty shell. Even the best of humans. The king that should set an example for everyone. The only one that's ever pretended to care about me. Even your heart is as cold as ice. I'm not... The dreaded humans. You took everything from me, and then you gave me a slight glimpse of hope only to drag me back even deeper. You damn humans only care about yourselves. Every single one of you is just a desire encapsulated in a nice package. But no matter how pretty the package is, even if it has a blonde hair and pretty eyes, even if you have the brightest smile, all of you are rotten inside. Ejirate, please, the pain is too much for me. No matter the age, sex, race, human babies are as evil as the human elderly. Those babies are using their cuteness and crying to get others to give them their desires. But what happens when you're not cute? What happens if you don't cry? If your father calls you a monster? Then there are only emotions, the endless love of a mother. Go, my children, create your own home, made of walls of love and windows of compassion. And you, Thomas? You dare call my children monsters? Look in the mirror. Thomas, I curse you for eternity. May you never know love. May your objective be achieved, but the only thing you ever feel is the same empty emotion you're feeling right now. No, I don't want this to end like this. Please, Ejirate. A life of emptiness, devoid of any emotion. That's the fate you deserve. Those hateful words. It feels so off hearing them from Ejirate's mouth. And all of you, the nefarious humans, may your desires consume you, sowing discord and weakening you. May my children, equipped with weapons of solidarity, destroy your kingdoms and bring an end to this wicked race. No, don't say that. I can see a pretty flower like you getting corrupted. You have the most beautiful soul I've ever seen in my life. Don't. Please don't. Stay the way you are, Ejirate. The way you always were. The Ejirate I love. The pain keeps resonating in my chest, threatening to blow it up. Go on. Kill me, scum. I approached you slowly. The sword grew heavy in my hand, and so was my heart. Every step I took, the pain in my chest became stronger. The thought of Ejirate dead, the pure little maiden. The only thing she wanted was the happiness of others. What did I do? I turned her into a hateful person with a vengeful spirit, and now I'm adding insult to injury by spilling her blood. I raised the sword high, preparing to strike down. Ejirate closed her eyes. She was ready to accept her death. But death didn't come. I just kept holding the sword up. I couldn't let myself bring it down. I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill Ejirate. And I won't. I was much more happy spending my days with Ejirate than moving forward with my mission. I took a step back and lowered my sword. Ejirate, I decided I won't. My hands moved on their own like someone else was controlling them with an invisible force. Blood started dripping out of Ejirate's chest. The sword popped out of her body like a red flag. I was too shocked. They didn't manage to let out a single sound. Remember my curse, Thomas. My spirit won't rest until you're punished. No, Ejirate, I didn't mean... Ejirate's voice was so weak I could barely hear it, but the burning passion within her continued to shine with hate. I'll never get my good end until you get your bad end. Ejirate, I love... You are the thing I hate the most in the world. Ejirate ceased to speak. Her heart stopped beating, but her face still looked at me with disgust and hate. Ejirate died, not knowing I changed my mind. Stop hesitating like a greenhorn. Stop hesitating like a greenhorn. You're making me do all the jobs for you. You're the one who moved my hands. You despicable rabbit, I loved her. She was gonna die either way. Now come on, we're getting out of here. Are you that heartless? Won't you let a husband mourn over his dead wife, the wife you made me kill? What if this was Nozomi? Don't test me. Didn't Ejirate have an ability to read other people? I remember her saying you were without emotions. That you only care about the job. So, what is this whole shit show for? Why are you pretending to care for that bimp? Like any other human, Ijirei isn't flawless. Her reading ability was influenced by her anger. But I don't blame her for that. Until a few moments before her death, my intention was to kill her. The truth is, I really did love her. Whatever, mourn however much you want. Tell me when you're hot to go. I dropped on my knees, and I stared down at Ijirei. You have such a pretty face, it hurts me to see you like that. Of all the people I ever knew, you're the one who deserved it the least. I shaped her mouth into a smile. A pure person like her can't die with such a hateful expression. My dear Ijirei, it's all my fault. If only I'd realized how important you were to me. If only I realized that, you would have been saved. Of course, I can always bring you back to life and erase your memory with the powers of the virus, but I don't want to. I caused you great grief, and bringing things back to normal won't repay my debt to you. Ijirei, be prepared. I'm going to make your wish come true. The wish you told me about 5 years ago. Infinite stories for everyone to enjoy. I have the power to do that. And I'll kill that annoying bunny too. I promise. Sorry, but I have to go now. I need to make your wish come true. From now on, I'm your servant, Ijirei. Soon I'll have the power to control the minds of everyone in the world. I'll create a world of love and compassion for you to reincarnate into. Goodbye for now, my love. Good end. You reckon? I'm going to cut that episode in half. Into two 30-odd minute episodes, because that was a lot longer than I expected. I thought we were much closer to the end than we actually were. I'm assuming that's the true end for Haruka. So I don't know whether the game's finished. I will jump in and fart around until I find something to show you, and I'll bring you back for that in the next episode. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.